give you tips, pointers on what to look for, what to look at. Because leave some comments down below. Let me know if there's anything. Hey, how y'all doing out there today? My name is Kojak, aka Frederick Clark. I'm a solar electrician, and I'm out here today on my route of servicing the homeowner systems that are having problems. I'm currently at my first stop. The homeowner is experiencing that their panels on the roof are not working. So I'm here to diagnostic and to determine what is the issue with their system. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me, give you tips, pointers on what to look for, what to look at, and also just share a little bit about myself, my life, and the difference of having this trade or having this knowledge has made for me. So guys, come along. I'm about to suit up, put on my gear, get ready to go out here and see what it do. I trust everybody's having a fabulous day so far. I've been doing solar work for the past 6 years and some change. Originally, I did commercial electric, so that's really, my background as an electrician. I've been doing electrical work for over 10 years. Well, over 15 years to be exact. But I've been, I got introduced to solar by chance. I was actually working for a company, and they laid us off. So in that process, I began to look for other work. Well, it really wasn't hard for me. I just went ahead and applied back to the temp agencies and just started back working. There's always a demand for electricians. So as long as you know this trade, you really ain't gonna have no problem provide for your family. So, and in the process, I put my application out on ZipRecruiter. So I found that even though Indeed and no big platform was good, at that time, I always got better responses from ZipRecruiter. So I put my application out there on ZipRecruiter and end up getting an interview from Urban Solar. So, they ended up bringing me on, and I liked it. It was something new, but it was still the same thing. The electrical aspect of it was a little bit more easier than the commercial. It was less strenuous. You didn't have to wear all this gear and stuff like you do when you're doing commercial work. So, and then, I actually liked it. I was learning about solar, which was, it's becoming the way of the future. So I was excited. So I was 10 toes down out here getting it. So now, I'm like certified in all the major solar systems, all the inverters. I'm certified in Enphase, Tesla, Solar Edge, SMA, LG, SunPower, and those just a couple of the top companies that are out there now. Most of their systems are the same. You have the AC systems, and then you have the DC system. So it just depends on what the customer is looking for and what their budget is. So some of the systems, some are expensive, some are affordable, some are less expensive. So it just depends on your needs and what you're trying to achieve with your energy in your home. So let me bring you guys along. I'm about to go over to the combiner panel and take a look. So come on along with me real quick. So yeah, like I said, guys out there that's in between jobs and trying to look for something to do that's meaningful, that's profitable, that can put some good money in your pocket. So as you see, we have right here is the solar combiner from in phase. We have the disconnect, and then we also have the pipe going up. That is the power from the sub panel in the house, and this is the conduit for the solar up to the roof. So I'm about to go up in here, troubleshoot, check my voltages, and see why we're not getting any solar production from the system. So don't mind me. I'll have my back turned for a little bit, but hopefully you can hear me, and I can explain to you what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is come here, make sure the lights are on. If the lights are on, then I know we got at least some power. So as you can see, we have all 3 green lights on, which is an indication that the system is actually working and is normal, right? But those green lights can still be on if the panel is only getting 120, but it would need the 240 to work effectively. So that means a fuse can be blown in the disconnect. One of the fuses can be blown, but it'll still give it enough power that those lights should be on. So I'm gonna check the voltages. I'm gonna go through that process, elimination, before I go up on the roof to see what's going on up there. So hopefully we can find the issue here and resolve it. All right, so I got my 240 coming in from the sub panel in the house, and then I also have my 240 coming out to the combiner. So now I'm gonna go in the combiner and see what's going on in there. Okay, if you're wondering what this little blue box is right here, so all solar systems need some type of signal, either Wi-Fi, cellular kit, or something to that effect. So the blue box on the inside of here is what we really use for backup case the system go offline. So that's a cell kit, but it only reports every 6 hours. So if the homeowner Wi-Fi go down, their updates will be stagnated. They'll be looking at the system all day and it really won't change because, like I said, it updates every 6 hours. And then if there's any time the signal is going in and out, it just keeps starting over. So even though they keep you online, so that way the in-phase company, if the homeowner happen to call them, they can always go into the get into the system because it does have a signal and they can troubleshoot it from off location. But when there's an issue where they can't solve off location, they recommend that someone come out to troubleshoot it into diagnostic. Take that out, get it out the way, give you guys a close-up look of what's going over here. Look like whoever did the work did a pretty good, clean job. Now, I don't agree with all these zip ties, you know, because one thing, you know, the work looked pretty good. You got 60 amp fuses, so everything looked good. They zip tied it up to death. So I don't really agree with all them zip ties, because I always think about, as an electrician, I always think about the guy that come out behind me. You know, you don't want to make your work more complicated So then if something happens and then another electrician has to come out after you, I have to sit here and pop all them zip ties loose just to be able to do anything with the wires. So that's just time consuming. So I don't do that when I do my installs. I notice a lot of people do it to try to make their stuff look good. But look, if you shorten the wire, if you creep the wire real good, you could get the wire to set it up real pretty without zip tying it. So I don't really do that, only less if I'm doing big service jobs where we got the big wires that you can't really get in place, and I'll zip tie them to hold them where they need to be. But that's a little too much. So what I'm gonna do here is check the combiner, make sure I'm getting the correct voltage on here. All right. So I got the correct 240. I got my 120 on each string. All right. So let's see what's going on with the solar breakers. Everything look good there. All right. Just gonna check all the circuits just to make sure that we got correct voltage flowing in here. Okay. Now. Okay, so now all my voltage is good. So I don't see anything evident to why the panels are not reporting from the roof. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do now, since we got sun, I'm gonna go ahead and check the amperage and see if any voltage is coming down from the roof to the breakers. So basically you just go in and you put your voltmeter on amps. You just put your voltmeter on amps, and then you go ahead and then you put the clamp on it. And that will allow you to see if each solar screen is producing any energy. So on screen 2, I'm getting 4.87, which shows that there is solar production on the roof. All right, sorry for the pause. So I'm gonna go into the app, take a look at the system, and see exactly what the system is showing me. I don't know how good you can see that with the reflection, but this is the Enphase app, and what it does is going to show me the breakdown for as the combiner, all the panels. So it showed me the combiner on here is considered a gateway. Then you got the microinverters on the roof that are up under all the solar panels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here first, down here to the bottom, and I'm gonna click on array map just to see what the roof is showing me. Show you guys a little bit. I don't know how good you're gonna be able to see that. And so you come up, when it come up, you can see that all the panels are gray. So that means they are not showing anything. Even though I'm getting amperage from the panels, it's not showing in the app. Okay, so what I do after that is I go back and then I click on the micros themselves. It showed me I got 34, and then I click on this, and what it's going to do is it's going to show me each individual micro, and then I can see them producing. So I'm getting the green dots, so that show me they're online. And then over to this side, you can see the watts that they're producing. It's pretty low, 6 watts, 8 watts, 6 watts, 8 watts. So we got an issue going on. So I'm gonna have to dive into it and see what's going on with it. Okay, so in order to connect to this gateway, I have to go up here and I have to push this button right here. And what that does is it opens up the signal so I could connect the toolkit to there. So I go back to my settings, and all you want to do is just go to your settings and you'll find the Envoy. It'll come up as Envoy, and with the corresponding serial number that's on here. That's how you match it. You want to make sure you match that, because sometimes the neighbor might have solar also in the same kind of system, and then their networking might be open and it'll show up on here. So you want to make sure you pick the right one. You go to your Wi-Fi settings, boom, I select the Envoy, and so once I connect to it, then I'm able to go in and get a clearer look at all the components in the system. So what I'm noticing also is there's no green light on here. If you can see that last dot over here is no green light. That is the signal light. So their Wi-Fi is not connected to the system. Plus I unplugged the cell kit when I took the cover off. So they don't have no consistent signal, and that's why they're not able to see their system, because it's been offline for X amount of time. So at this point, what I do is I go back, talk to the homeowner, get their Wi-Fi information, I add it into the system, and then once that happens, I have to update everything, because whenever the micros are offline for a certain amount of time, they have what you call backload data. So all the data that happened from the time it's been offline has to be brought up to speed to today's date. So that's what I'm about to do. But overall, that's pretty much for the day. I don't think I'm gonna have to go on the roof, because like I said, I'm getting the amperage from each string. I'm getting all my correct voltages. So I don't believe it's a roof issue. I think it's just a signal issue where it's working, but the homeowner is not able to view it on their app, so they don't think their system is working. So I thank you guys for sticking with me for this long. It was kind of a long video. I hope it was helpful, educational. Like I say, like and subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know how you like the video. Leave some comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you guys would like to see or hear or know about solar. If you're interested in buying solar, or do you have a solar system that you're having problems with, you can also ask me those questions. Thank you guys very much. Have a blessed day. Until next time. All right, y'all, I'm back. I thought that solved the issue, but it really didn't. All right, so what we have now is a consumption issue. As you can see, they did something real funky in this LB. So these little blue and white wires go to the consumption metering that's inside of the sub panel. So basically I have to trace these and make sure they didn't cross the wires, because it won't allow me to complete the system setup, because they're not. All right, sorry about that. I got to clean out my storage. I got a lot going on in my storage. So, okay, I already did string 2. I'm about to do string 1. String 1 is like 1.42, so we know it's solar production. String 3 is doing pretty good. It's 10.12. So we got production coming from the roof. All right, so now, before I also go on the roof, I'm gonna go within the app and take a look at the system and see what is going on with it. So